Today we're talking about electrolytes. I promised you this video. Here it is. Let's get right into it. I've been using electrolytes since the very beginning of my keto journey, which was going on 5 years ago that I started the transition. And I've used a lot of electrolytes, tried a lot of electrolytes. These are the ones that I use either daily or I rotate them out depending on what I'm drinking. Anyways, I'm gonna explain all that to you guys. Here we go. This is the first of all the electrolytes that I ever tried. It's from Chow. It's the fasting drops. Okay, so they have fasting drops, they have electrolyte drops, and they have trace minerals. I'm gonna talk about each one of them. So the reason I like the fasting drops more is because they have more sodium. It tells you exactly how to use them. I get asked all the time, how do I use these? The directions are on the back of the bottle. So just follow the directions on the back of the bottle. So one serving is half a teaspoon, and that gives you 220 milligrams of sodium, 36 milligrams of magnesium, 22 milligrams of potassium. There's also 28 milligrams of sulfate. So these I use specifically in my coffee. I don't really measure. I just put like a pretty big squirt in there. These are unflavored, so if you're fasting drops, then they won't affect your fast because there's no sweetener, no protein, no extra additives in there. It's just electrolytes. And the salt that they use is from the Great Salt Lake, so it does have some trace minerals too. But this doesn't taste great, okay? It's unflavored. That's why I put it in my coffee, because I really can't tell it's in there. Coffee pretty much covers, there's Loki, pretty much covers up the flavor of these. So that's usually what I have in my coffee. These are the daily mineral drops. All right, and so the difference between these and the electrolytes is that they have way more in them. So instead of just being electrolytes, they have boron, copper, iodine, chromium, zinc, manganese, selenium. So it's just minerals. But then along with the minerals, it does have sodium and magnesium and potassium. So it does have electrolytes in it, but it has way more things than just electrolytes. Serving size for this is 1 tablespoon. You don't have to take this all at once. In fact, please don't. These do not taste amazing. Oh, look, there's my husband. These don't taste great, okay? But they're not meant to. This is not something that's tasty, all right? But I use these a lot, especially when I was having muscle cramps after I had Beckett. These jokes right here. One night I got up, I could barely walk. My hammy was just cramped up so bad. And I actually went to the kitchen to grab this bottle and accidentally grabbed this bottle. Squirted a whole bunch in my mouth. Almost thought it was disgusting, but I'm not even kidding you. Maybe 15 seconds later, my muscle cramp was completely gone. So I was really skeptical about these until that happened. And now anytime I have a muscle cramp or a bad headache, I take a little shot of these, resolves. But like I said, you don't have to take them that way. In fact, I would just do a little bit in your water throughout the day or in your coffee. It's okay for you to take it, along your day instead of taking it all at one time. Pretty sure we have a discount code for this. I will put it in the description for you guys. That's the big difference, all right? This has a whole bunch more than just electrolytes in it. And yeah, you can also take these while you're fasting because no flavor, no sweetener, no nothing, just minerals and electrolytes. Okay, now for the yummy electrolytes. I use 2 different brands. They're both amazing, but I use them differently, okay? So the first one we're gonna talk about is from Redmond's, called Re-Lyte Electrolyte Mix. They have a bunch of different flavors. This is my favorite flavor right now, the Pina Colada. I have a discount code for this as well. The reason why I like these is because there's not a whole bunch of citric acid in this. So what I like to do sometimes is eat them like a pixie stick. So they have these that come in little pouches, great for traveling. And they're 1 serving, you just open it up, pour it in a bottle of water or whatever. These packets, actually eat them like a pixie stick. So because they don't have a bunch of citric acid, they won't make your tongue really raw and sore. So I just dump them in my mouth and then chase it with water. You don't have to do it that way. That's just how I do it. Pina colada, I use as directed, okay? I pour a packet in 20 ounces of water, mix it up real good, and then I drink it. Now, I usually drink at least 2 a day, at least. but sometimes 3. These have 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 500 milligrams of potassium, 1,500 milligrams of chloride, 75 of calcium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, along with some trace minerals because it is made with red mint salt. The sweetener they use is stevia, so I'm good with stevia. If you're not, then I'm sorry. But this is what I use. I love it very much. All right, so the next tasty one is from Lmnt, Lmnt. I'll link everything in the description for you guys, and if I have a discount code, I'll put it down there too. These are the chocolate salt electrolytes. Now they have tons of flavors, all kinds of crazy stuff, but the chocolate salt I put in my coffee. If you watched my how I'm doing dairy-free coffee video, this is what I used. If you want to see how to use it that way, go watch that video. They also have some pretty crazy flavors. These are in their Fiesta packet. This is lemon habanero and mango chili. Listen, I put just a little of this mango chili on top of an avocado the other day, and it felt like I was just eating a mango. It was amazing. It was a great experience. So if you're someone who used to love fruit and you're missing that, sprinkle just a little of this on your avocado. That was a tasty treat. But obviously you could just add these to water, but these are a little spicy. So some people aren't gonna like that, just so you know, but if you just use a little on an avocado, it's not that bad. I'm pretty sensitive to hot stuff and I liked it. So there you go. The reason I go for these is they have so much salt in them, and salt is so important. If you're someone who doesn't understand that salt is not the enemy, I'm gonna put a book right here and I'll link it in the description for you as well. It's called The Salt Fix by Dr. James DiNicolantonio. It's a great read and it explains all the different myths behind how salt is bad for you, all the things. I'm not gonna get into it. Go read that book. It's really, really good. It's only $13.99 on Amazon for the Kindle edition, and it's also available on Audible. So if you're not someone who can sit down and read a book because you have a toddler up your butt all the time, then Audible version is available for you. I tend to feel much better when I eat a lot of salt. This is an extremely good way to get it in, especially when it comes to the flavors. These are so good. It makes it a pleasure to get your salt and your magnesium and your potassium in because you're drinking a great beverage. It tastes amazing. Put it in a cute cup, go about your day. If you're on the go, these are perfect. You just throw a handful in your purse. Bada bing, bada boom, electrolytes. I've been using electrolytes almost my entire keto journey. I don't go a day without them, and they make life so much better. If you're wondering how many times you should be drinking electrolytes, how much salt you need, how much magnesium you need, how much potassium, I'm gonna link an article from dietdoctor.com in the description. Go over there, read it. It's a very well-written article. It's gonna tell you pretty much everything you need to know over there. So I'm not gonna get into all that because they've done all the work for me. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful and informative. If it was, make sure you smash that like button on the way out. Subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you, mean it. Bye.